Hello everyone, Mr. Storkin here. Welcome back to Fire Emblem Warriors 3 Hopes. Today we're taking a look at Bernadetta, the shy one, and oddly enough, Gruhan's waifu in this game. Yeah, it really is. But today we're going to take a look at Bernadetta in this game. I am kind of interested because she is an archer. I love the little hairpiece she has. Yeah, Bernadetta is certainly a character. Again, be sure to like, comment, subscribe because I do enjoy making these videos, and yeah. I lost my train of thought there. So yeah, I need to find the right thing, and I'm blind today. Training instructor. Okay, there it is. I can keep not pressing. So yeah, we're taking a look at Bernadetta today. I thought you had shit for a moment. I was just like, what? So yeah, we're gonna take a look at Bernadetta.
You just let me stay inside.
Oh yeah, because you love staying inside. You and where is Linthart? Is that Ari Linthart? That is Ari Linthart. That's great. You and Linthart would make a great team. So yeah, this is Bernadetta. Bernadetta is a archer character. Not a bad class. She is incredibly shy. She has basically this secret dark side to her that isn't really explored well in any of the narratives that have her in. But she is secretly really powerful. Yeah, you say there. You can see I basically did nothing with her because, again, unless you're Claude, I don't care if you're an archer. Yes, it's the sad truth of the matter. If you're not Claude, I don't care about you as an archer. Oh, boy. Anyway, so yeah, she is a bit recluse. She also has a teddy bear that she uses. A friend of mine with that, she's like, oh yeah, I just love her because she just has that teddy bear that she just has with her. It's basically like her Bane Osito. From the comics, you know, Bane had a little teddy bear that a lot of people don't know about his lore because there's like, oh, he has an Osito? Yes, Osito I think is bear in Spanish. I could be wrong. But yeah, she doesn't have much of a strong narrative in the game. She's just kind of loyal to, I think like most of the Black Eagles, she is more loyal to Byleth than Aelgart, which is kind of like the only reason I think, especially most of the Fire Emblem characters are members of it. Okay, that worked out swimmingly. Got used by Abu because why not? Oh, also, she can stop time. If I was actually watching Loki the other day. I was rewatching Loki for in Quantumania this week, and I was it's the part where he gets punched, and I'm just like, oh, if I could save time in a bottle. It's just like it's weird how your mind thinks about things, and in all honesty, I really want to rewatch the X-Men movies. I'm planning to review the X-Men movies. I know it's like, oh, talk about your review schedule. It's just like, I kind of like talking about the review project just because it's just a weekly thing I get to do, and I do apologize for the Harley Quinn thing. I'm trying something new, okay? And people say I should try and watch more adult programming compared to me watching Pokemon all the time. But it's like, you can't even, yeah, you can even tell by her ducking that she's like really shy and very timid. Also, a lot of her stories in like the amongst the group is that she has to be more assertive of herself and take more of a charge, which is kind of cool, I guess. So yeah. She does have a bit of a character, which is better. I know a lot of people love her, and I think canonically she is married to Bernadetta, I think, or another character. I saw like a thing on there that said like, oh, there are canonical couples. I'm not denying that. Like I think like with Chrom and Chrom is definitely married to Sumia. Which is what I tried to do. I did not get that the first time I played Awakenings. I accidentally screwed him up and got him together with some inner girl that he had like a small bond with, because I didn't think they would marry Chrom off so early. Also, I love that like attack of the arrows. That's just really cool. So yeah. Anyway, speaking of Chrom, I should talk about the upcoming Fire Emblem Engage expansion stuff. I have so much mixed feelings about the characters they chose. I record my reactions, but the video turned out so awful, so I need to work on that when they do a future direct. But I'm really upset about Carmilla. I really am. I'm like, who in their mind was like, yes, Carmilla? That is a character we desperately need in Fire Emblem Engage. I was just like, what? That's the character you choose to represent the Fates games? Are you kidding me? Like, as soon as that happened, I was like, why isn't it Ryoma or Xander? I'm okay with, like, Carmilla in, like... I think a lot of people even point this out, like, she's such a poorly developed character. And also, it's really creepy when you think about it, because canonically, she is your sister. But, okay, not by blood, so I guess by anime rules, it's okay. It still doesn't make it okay. Oh, thank you, Linthart. That was actually kind of helpful. So yeah, I should talk about Bernadetta. Again, I don't use her that much. I like the little aspects of her character, like especially the design, especially having her hair up. It's a nice little detail that you have to appreciate because just like, oh, she's trying to get more view in it. I think it's a cute design. Yeah, this was my friend's waifu. I started the video out by literally saying that, like, oh yeah, this is my friend's waifu in the game. And just like, yeah, it was because he was just like, he found her so cute. When I was talking with her and he was like, oh, I played the new Fire Emblem game. Like, cool. He's like, and he said he beat it. It's like, oh, cool. Like, who was your waifu? Because he had played Rune Factory earlier. And, sorry, he's a big Rune Factory fan. I cannot get into Rune Factory. And he had married Forte. And this is back when we were on the bus, and he was just like, oh, sorry, this is a separate conversation. He was like, oh, you should get into Rune Factory. And I never got into Rune Factory yet. I told him I was going to. That's when they were coming to the Switch, and then life happened. So, yeah. Yes, I'm going to freeze you in place because of time with a bottle. The first thing that I like to do. So, yeah, I'm actually planning on rewatching the X-Men movies. I am very excited about it. I've already rewatched the first one. But it's getting close to a year since I have watched it, so I'm probably going to start over. But no, I do love the X-Men movies. But anyway, back to the bird test. I got really distracted. Don't know, because of that time in the bottle thing. So I was talking to him because I was just like, oh, because he had the whole waifu debate. So I asked him, like, oh, who's your waifu in Fire Emblem? And he said Bernadetta. Like, he said, like, regardless of what path he played, he would try and unlock her as a recruitable unit on the story. I'm like, oh, cool. And then he said, what's yours? And I told him, like, oh, mine was like Scythia and Mercedes. And I'm like, I was not a Dorothea fan at the time. Yeah, I'm using the super. Because why not? Because we are reaching our end point of the gameplay section, so we can do the support. Again, I like doing the support stuff because I think it adds to the characterization for you to get a better grasp of how the characters react and behave. I think it's a good idea. So anyway, what all is happening else in the world and pop culture? We may be getting a fourth anime movie. I'm not going to object to that because I am one of the few people out there that actually love the Ant-Man movies. I think the first one is really good. The second one's, I think, on the same tier. I just really hate seeing a lot of these review sites. Like, I really hate High Top Films. Because High Top Films is trying to be incredibly pretentious and nostalgic. Which is fine. I really don't... It's like, you're allowed to do that. You're allowed to have different critical thoughts. But it's just like, I think... He was just like, oh my goodness, Ant-Man and the Wasp is not this serious character. It's like, it's really, it's just a heist movie. Also, I'm tired of people saying, like, calling Marvel movies a genre. I agree that studios have motifs, and I don't agree that you can compare every Marvel movie. You probably could be like, oh, it's the quips. But it's like James Cameron, I honestly think does it worse. With I was watching Amanda the Jedi's video about this, and I was like, yeah, I kind of agree with her on this. Like, no, the lines just really work in Avatar. So James, stop complaining about how they sound like a bunch of college students. Your writing sounds like a college student wrote it. Which is not a good thing. I've actually seen good college scripts. I'm not gonna lie about that. But anyway, I love the Ant-Man movies. I like the first two. I'm really curious to see how Quantumania does. Yeah, this video was recorded before I went to see Quantum Mania tomorrow.
That was good.
So yeah, I probably won't be talking about it in the next part because tomorrow is Dorothea, and the internet will be like, yes, Dorothea! Okay, Lazy Bones, it's nice to know that you're like, ooh, yes. I want to make sure there's a group of them before I start firing. And we shall fire.
I guess it's now or never.
Yep, indeed, it's now. So yeah. This is more about my thought process on Studio Notes, being like, hey, James, you're kind of hypocritical, but I still love the fact that she's actually got a lot of personality in this game. As much as I think it's lacking compared to like the first one, which just allowed for a bit more fun, like with the challenge maps, it's still a sweet game. I do have Hyrule Warriors. I do want to play down the line, but I have to play other things. 21, 23, a millennium. No. I find it interesting to actually put the age there. But we are going to do a support conversation with Bernadetta as she talks to Shez, so let them talk.
Yeah, and watch your back out there, okay?
Hear you loud and clear, boss. Sure glad I got you in my corner.
Now then, just gotta... Oh. What are you hiding back there for, Bernadetta?
Who was that guy you were just talking to?
That? Just a merc buddy of mine, asking if I had any jobs for him.
Oh, he was a mercenary? But he looked like a bandit!
Hey, come on now. You shouldn't assume the guy's a common criminal just because he looks rough around the edges.
But, what about the way he talked? Oh, so scary!
You'd sound like that too if you'd been a merc your whole life. Most of these guys didn't have a mom teaching them how to sound nice and proper like I did.
I see. I guess I don't really know you that well, but are all your friends like that? Is that too nosy? That's really nosy, huh?
Oh yeah, whole gang's all pretty much the same. Guess that means you're not going into the merc business anytime soon, huh?
Obviously not! No way, not happening! Even if I wasn't as shy as I am, I'd never be able to handle all those scary people at once!
That sounds like your anxiety talking. You'd see there's nothing to be afraid of if you just gave them a fair shot. And hey, isn't basing your opinion of strangers on their appearance just gonna make you feel worse?
Well, what else am I supposed to base my opinion on?
Just spend some time with them. If you ask me, the best place to judge someone's character is either on the battlefield or over the dinner table.
I already told you I can't! Not me! Nope! Please, I need you to understand!
I get it, Bernadetta. I do. But let me ask you this. Is his appearance the only thing that's making you distrust him? There are plenty of guys out there who look just like that but have a heart of solid gold. Nicest folks you'll ever meet. By the same token, there are some real horrible people who cover it up with niceties and honeyed words. The kind of people who prey on others. My point is, judging a book by its cover will only get you in trouble. Trust me, you can't always tell who's good and who's bad from looks alone.
Why are you trying to scare me? Nobody's tricking the iron heart of Bernie. Not today, not ever. Well, probably. Maybe. I'll be fine, I swear.
If you say so, Bernie. So anyway, that's going to do for this part. Again, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, because it does help us out. Join us tomorrow as we actually take a look at Dorothea, which should be interesting. Actually, when I think about it, these two are blue lions. Which is I think just to point out, but it's just like they're blue lions, so we won't be covering them. We'll cover them later, but we cover the blue lions. I'm just thinking out loud. So yeah, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and see you guys next time we take a look at Dorothea, the musical muse. Till then, should like, comment, subscribe. We'll see you guys then. Bye-bye.